So financial regulators just shut down a bank in Oklahoma, marking the second U.S. bank failure of 2024. I don't think anybody I run into has heard about this. Why? I don't care the size of the bank at this point. I care that people are pulling their money out of the banks. I care that the banks are having massive fines because they're going to levy those against me as a depositor. I mean, I find it odd. The second one is on the same bank. It's Daily Hodl from October 25th. And the title of this one is FDIC warns customers holding $7,100,000 in uninsured deposits after sudden bank failure. So let's see here. The FDIC says large customers at a recently shut down bank could collectively lose millions of dollars in uninsured deposits. The banking regulator says at least 7.1 million at First National Bank of Lindsay in Oklahoma was uninsured, held in accounts that exceed the agency's 250,000. Well, wait a minute. What about Silicon Valley Bank last year? If you're Mark Cuban and you have an estimated, what were we told, 5 to 7 million, you're fine. But these poor people in Oklahoma, if they have 250,000 or more, they're going to lose it.
Well, that's because the FDIC didn't bail out the Mark Cuban. We did, taxpayers.
That is correct. And where does the FDIC get off picking and choosing? You know who needs money more? Who, if you had to pick between some poor person in Oklahoma and Mark Cuban, who needs the money more? I'm almost going to say this is tragic, that the rich get richer, the poor hover, and the middle class shrinks on steroids as usual. So anyway, I guess my point being, while we're on the banks, it's not over. We've tried to tell you that the bank run is not over. If you have a bank statement, or let's say you're on your app on your phone, let's say you're doing your online banking, and you look at your account, and it says you have $10,000 in your bank. You don't. You do not. You have that on your statement. It says you have it. The banks were on a fractional reserve system. The government says we have to keep reserves. The banks have to keep